Taking part in ISET is a great experience. Takes us to the outer world and sharpening our skills. No doubt, it is one of the best talent examinations. And surely, this live grand finale will be a fantastic experience.
Good morning to all. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Manoj Samuel, Kerala State Center for Science and Technology, Honorable President A.K. Abdul Hamid Sahib, IAME State Secretariat Member, Mr. Amir Hassan, Australia, Academic Director, Marcus Knowledge City, IAME Office Bearers, my dear students and parents, ISET Grand Finale, the center of competition, 16th day celebration of ISET training program of academy. I am very happy to share here IAME is organizing ISET talent examination. വളരെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട മത്സര പരീക്ഷകൾക്കിടയിൽ വേറിട്ട ഒരു ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ആണ് ISET ഗ്രാൻഡ് ഫിനാലെ. 48,000 വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ പരീക്ഷ എഴുതി. ഈ പരീക്ഷയിൽ മികവ് നേടിയ 64 വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളാണ് IAMEയുടെ മത്സര പരീക്ഷകളിലെ വളരെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ISET ഗ്രാൻഡ് ഫിനാലെയിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ പങ്കെടുക്കാനെത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. കഴിഞ്ഞ ജൂലൈ മുതൽ ആരംഭിച്ച ISET ട്രെയിനിങ് പ്രോഗ്രാമുകളുടെ അവസാന മത്സരവേദിയാണ് നമ്മുടെ ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ സുപ്രഭാതത്തെ മനോഹരമാക്കുന്ന ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാം. നിങ്ങളിലെ മികവ് കണ്ടെത്തുവാനും സോഷ്യൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിന് നിങ്ങളെ സഹായിക്കുവാനും നിങ്ങളെ സജ്ജമാക്കാനുമാണ് ISET ട്രെയിനിങ് പ്രോഗ്രാം. കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷം ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് ഇത്തരത്തിൽ വളരെ മനോഹരമായൊരു ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ഗ്രാൻഡ് ഫിനാലെയായി സംഘടിപ്പിച്ചത്. അതിമനോഹരമായിരുന്നു അതിൻ്റെ ഫൈനൽ ഡിക്ലറേഷൻ. ഈ വർഷം ഒന്നുകൂടെ മത്സരത്തോടുകൂടി തന്നെയാണ് നിങ്ങൾ ഈ പരീക്ഷയ്ക്ക് ഈ ഗ്രാൻഡ് ഫിനാലേക്ക് വേണ്ടി വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. നിറയെ പരീക്ഷകൾ കൊണ്ടു നടക്കുന്ന വളരെ സെലക്റ്റഡ് ആയ ഒരു ടീമാണ് ഈ വേദിയെ മനോഹരമാക്കുന്നത്. കഴിഞ്ഞ 17 വർഷമായി ഈ ടാലന്റ് എക്സാമിനേഷൻ കേരളത്തിൽ 420 സ്കൂളുകളിൽ നടന്നു വരുന്നു. മികവിൻ്റെ ഒത്തിരി ഉയരങ്ങൾ തേടിപ്പിടിച്ച മിടുക്കർക്ക് ട്രാക്ക് ഒരുക്കിയ വേദിയാണ് IAMEയുടെ ISET ടാലന്റ് എക്സാമിനേഷൻ. വലിയൊരു സംഘത്തിൽ നിന്ന് സ്ക്രീൻ ചെയ്ത മിടുക്കരെ തേടിയാണ്
ഇന്നത്തെ പ്രോഗ്രാം. ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാമിന് കഴിഞ്ഞ 2 മാസമായി നിങ്ങളെ തയ്യാറാക്കുന്ന പ്രക്രിയയിലായിരുന്നു നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട രക്ഷിതാക്കൾ, നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട അധ്യാപകർ, നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട സ്കൂൾ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽസ് ആൻഡ് മാനേജേഴ്സ്. ഇവിടെ മാറ്റുരച്ച് നിങ്ങളെ മികവൻ അടയാളപ്പെടുത്തുവാനും ഭാവിയിലേക്ക് നിങ്ങളെ ഉന്നതമായ കരിയർ നേടിയെടുക്കുവാനുമുള്ള പുതിയ അവസരങ്ങളിലേക്ക് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇൻസ്പയറിംഗ് ആവുന്ന ഒരു ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ആയിരിക്കും ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാമെന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നല്ല ബോധ്യമുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ ദീർഘിപ്പിക്കുന്നില്ല. ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാം അധ്യക്ഷത വഹിക്കുന്ന അഭിമന്യരായ IAEB സംസ്ഥാന പ്രസിഡന്റ് പ്രൊഫസർ AK അബ്ദുൽ ഹമീദ് സാഹിബിനെ വളരെ ബഹുമാനത്തോടു കൂടി ഈ ഗ്രാൻഡ് ഫിനാലെയുടെ ഓപ്പണിംഗിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഗ്രാൻഡ് ഫിനാലെയുടെ മനോഹരമായി സദസ്സ് ഉദ്ഘാടനം ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന വിശിഷ്ടാതിഥി ഡോക്ടർ മനോജ് P. സാമുവൽ, SU ഡയറക്ടർ, കേരള സ്റ്റേറ്റ് സെന്റർ ഫോർ സയൻസ് ആൻഡ് ടെക്നോളജി, കാലിക്കറ്റ്, വളരെ ബഹുമാനത്തോടു കൂടി പ്രോഗ്രാമിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ടോക്ക് നിർവഹിക്കുന്ന മർക്കസ് നോളജ് സിറ്റി അക്കാഡമിക് ഡയറക്ടർ മിസ്റ്റർ അമീർ ഹസൻ ഓസ്ട്രേലിയ വളരെ ബഹുമാനത്തോടു കൂടി ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാമിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാം കഴിഞ്ഞ 2 മാസമായി നന്നായി തയ്യാറെടുത്ത് മുന്നിലെത്തുവാൻ വേണ്ടി ധാരാളം പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്ത് ഒരുങ്ങി വന്നിരിക്കുന്ന, മത്സരിക്കുവാൻ ഗോവയിലേക്ക് എത്തിച്ചേർന്ന പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട മത്സരാർത്ഥികൾ, വളരെ സ്നേഹപൂർവ്വം അഭിമാനപൂർവ്വം നിങ്ങളെ ഈ വേദിയിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ നിങ്ങളെ അനുഗമിച്ചെത്തിയ നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട രക്ഷകർത്താക്കൾ, സ്കൂൾ പ്രതിനിധികൾ, സ്കൂളിൻ്റെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽസ്, മാനേജേഴ്സ്, എല്ലാവരെയും വളരെ അഭിമാനത്തോടു കൂടി ഈ വേദിയിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വാക്കുകൾ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. വിഷ് യു ഓൾ ദി ബെസ്റ്റ്. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്.
Morning. The chief guest of today, Dr. Manoj B. Samuel, my dear friend, Mr. Amir Hassan, Executive Director ISAC, other office bearers of IAME, all the teachers, management members, and my dear students. As you know, IAME, Ideal Association for Minority Education, is working in the field of education for the last 25 years. We are in the field of education and we are stressing upon quality education and valued education. About 400 schools are already affiliated to IAME. We are supervising the education quality of the member schools. We are conducting the examinations and we are giving apt training to our teachers and so and so. Now we are in the very happiest occasion of conducting this quiz competition, and the students in front of me are the winners in the lower levels and they are going to contest in the final level. I am wishing all the success and happiness to all the students in general and the winning students in particular. The function is going to start, therefore I am not lengthening my speech. Wishing you all the best on behalf of IAME. Thank you. Thank you.
Respected President of IAME, Professor A.K. Abdul Hamid, Executive Director IAME, Sri VPM Ishaq, Dr. Amir Hassan, Academic Director, Markaz Knowledge City, Mr. Naufal Kodur, other dignitaries, my dear friends and students and parents. At the outset, I am very happy to be with you all for this very important event. I was told that Ideal Association of Minority Education is a very pioneering organization which is coordinating educational and cultural initiatives among the minority students for the last 25 years. And as part of their initiatives, they have organized, every year they are organizing skill development programs. And today we are on the final day of this skill development program. And I wish, first of all, I wish all the participants all the best for this grand finale. And as we know, now we are speaking more about the new education policy. And the new education policy is basically on 4 aspects: access, equity, quality, and accountability. In that, one of the important parameters is quality. And nowadays, the quality of the student is not measured only on the knowledge. Rather, they will also, the community, the society, the companies, the universities, they will also look at your skills, what are the additional skills you have gathered. And in Kerala government, we have a scheme, you might have heard about ASAP, Additional Skill Acquisition Program. Like that, both central and state governments are giving a lot of emphasis on skill gathering, skill acquisition, because the skill which I have is totally different from what you have. A student who may be little bad in his academics, his or her academics may be very good in some other skills. So the skill is also very important, and in future, in the new education era, you will get more importance to the skills what you have, apart from your knowledge. Then apart from this knowledge and skills, your values, your dispositions, your attitude, everything is important. So these 4 things are very important in the NEP. The knowledge of the students, the skill the student is having, then his attitude, his or her attitude, and his values, the value systems. And you know, now we know the technology is advancing. The cars are driving itself. Even the speakers can gather what is happening. That means they can the speakers can even hear what we are speaking, and they can bless our wishes. And ChatGPT can write exams for you. You know, the things are actually totally changing. Even AI, what you are actually thinking in your mind, actually AI is actually giving through your predicting through your social media platforms. So that the technology is actually behaving in a very different way, in a more advanced way. So that we have to also be prepared. We have to also be prepared to face the changing technologies. So that how we can equip ourselves towards the better future. Especially in the era of artificial intelligence, IoT, machine learning, hierarchical learning, how best these tools, platforms, techniques can be used for adding more skills to our kitty. That is very important these days. So that I think you have to, 8 points are there. These 8 points I will read out. These 8 points are very important for all these type of activities. And I am very much sure that IAM is taking care of all these 8 points when they are giving, imparting skills to the students. One is, of course, the digital age literacy. In the era of information technology, we have to communicate with the digital devices. We have to communicate digitally to the other even human beings. So that we have to be literate, more literate about the digital platforms. Then second is very important. Rather than the traditional way of thinking, we have to think laterally. We have to think in a problem-solving way. We have to think out of the box. So this type of critical thinking is very important as far as the future of our generation is concerned. Then thirdly, the communication. You have to, whatever we know, we have a lot of knowledge, we have a lot of skills. But unless otherwise we communicate, we present before others about the strength of ourselves, we cannot win. So that the communication is also very important. Then next one is very, very important, the creativity. The creativity of the students, the innovativeness, what are the novel ideas you can bring in. These all are very, very important. Then next is, of course, the value system and responsibility. Whatever we do, we have some principles with us. And based on that only, we have to build up all these things. Then the seventh one is team effort. Because everybody have different types of strengths. So that we have to leverage on our strengths and we have to support others, those who are weak on that particular type of skill set or strength. So that as a team, we can build up, we can show more strength and we can achieve our goals. And finally, the output, the quality of the output, the productivity of our individual as well as the group. So that all these 8 points has to be considered when we are more involved in this type of skill development programs. So that I wish all the best to this program. And I think, the children, they have more ideas. They are more dynamic. They are more, they know even better than us in many areas, especially in the new digital, if you give a mobile to them within 1 hour, they are expert in that particular mobile. So that we have to use their, their way of doing the things. I know a few people, actually one person, he just completed his graduation and recently he came to my institute. Actually my institute is CWRDM, Center for Water Resources Development and Management, Jala Vibhava Vikasana Viniyoga Kendram. It is in Kundamangalam. We are working on different spheres of water research. We work on surface water, groundwater irrigation, wetlands, water quality. We have a NABL accredited laboratory. You can bring water sample and test in our laboratory. We have 35 scientists, 3 sub-centers in different parts of Kerala. We have altogether around 100 staff and another 100 temporary staff and around 50 students. We support the students for their internship, PhD and postdoc programs. So that again, coming back to the subject, so that recently one person came to us and he developed a mobile app. And this is, in a bore well, you cannot see how much depth the water is. So that he developed a mobile app, and what we have to do is actually you have to go near the mobile app and a spanner by using a metal piece, you have to just tap on the top of the borewell. Borewell with a cap which is a metal in the cap. So that in a model spanner. You have to, of course, you have to enable your mobile application. After that, you have to just tap with your metal piece on the top of the cap, which is covering the borewell. Then immediately you will get how much depth your water is there in the mobile. Water is there in your tube well, in your borewell. Actually, he will simply measure the movement of the sound waves and when it is touching the water table and it is coming back. So that for farmers it is a very good application because in an open well we can see how much depth the water is, but a bore well it is very difficult, and during the summer period the farmers face difficulty whether there is really water is there in the bore well or not. If bore well water is not there, naturally if the pump is switched on, after some time pump runs dry and pump also sometimes gets spoiled. So that these type of innovations. And he actually registered with the Startup India campaign, and now it is actually you can download from Play Store by paying a money, and he now started earning money. And we validated that particular technology and we tested in around 450 wells, and we found out that 99% accuracy this mobile application is having for measuring the depth of water table in bore wells. So what is my point is, this type of mobile applications or new techniques, new tools, new platforms we can also develop. Students can do. And students can come out with the ideas, and of course now there are a lot of schemes so that we can also support. I was in US for some time. There I was attached to a university. So that every university they have an incubation center, and there is a student incubation center. So the student, if they are coming with some out-of-the-box idea, the professors also come up with that. They will together make a small company, register with the particular agency or government platform, and they will work. the professor may take the sabbatical leave. Student may be sometimes exempted from his academics, and they will work together and come out with a product or a service, and they will start earning the money. And some university, the alumni of the university may be working as a big person in Silicon Valley or somewhere else. So that he can come as a CEO and chief executive officer of this company, this small company, without paying any salary, only for promoting this company. And when this company is actually flourished, or after 1 or 2 years, when the company started gaining the profit, he will simply move out, and the professor or the student will continue to work. And professor also will move out after some time, and finally the student will emerge as a successful entrepreneur. So these type of new things these type of thoughts has to come out from you guys also. So that new ideas, new way of thinking, solving the problems. We have so many problems in our state, we have problem with the climate change, we have problem with the disaster management, we have problem with the pollution management. Both the solid and wastewater is a big issue. We have problem with our environment, we have problem with our forest, we have problem with our transportation, both transportation and surface transportation, and we have problem with the man-animal conflict. So all these problems which we have problem with our diseases, Nipah and many diseases, anytime COVID, this type of how best we can manage these things, how we can manage our the problems which our society is facing by developing new techniques, new tools, new platforms, by innovative thinking. This is the question before us. And I think student community is the best part in our society. They can help in us. You can come out with innovative ideas, vibrant thoughts, out of the box thinking. And of course, we together can work and we can come out with some emerging, come out with some successful solutions, technological solutions. So with respect to water, whether water management, wastewater management, pollution, irrigation, if you have any idea, you are always welcome to my institute, CWRDM. We can work together. We have very good laboratories there. We have sophisticated state-of-the-art laboratories. You can work with us, and together we can work and we will come out with some solutions. And if it is successful, of course, we will monetarily also we will get a benefit. So once again, I wish all the best this program, and I once again compliment IAME for organizing such a wonderful initiative, and thank you very much.
The cherisher, the nourisher, and the sustainer of the walls. Peace and salutations. Salam and salat be upon his beloved Prophet Muhammad, his companions and families. Acknowledge the presence of honorable dignitaries on the dais, like our honorable guest today, Mr. Manoj Samuel, and we have Professor Abdul Hamid Sir, my dear colleague, Afzal Kolari, and the Executive Director of IAME, Mr. Ishaq, and other part players here, and teachers, parents, and my dear contestants, and others. They're going to be here as to witness the glory of the day. What we are going to see is an amazing display of our children's, IAME children's, abilities, enthusiasm, interest, knowledge, skills, everything displayed today. So much excitement is there in the air. So today is not the time for a speech or a talk for us, the grown-ups. I acknowledge the presence of our quizzer today, quiz master, Mr. Snehaj. Mr. Snehaj is Mr. Snehaj Ravindran, Mr. Snehaj Srinivas. Okay, he is called as I think the quiz master of India. He has got some specific titles. We are going to say what he is going to, what he has got up his sleeves. So salute to the participants and those of you who are waiting to unveil the game to start. By the way, I was just wondering, what's the beauty about quiz programs? In a school, we have a lot of learning tools, learning devices, teachers out there teaching during their, conduct periods. Then we have assignments and assessments. We have hands-on strategies and activities. We have homework, an array of tools to use used as teaching devices or teaching tools. But what's the beauty of quizzes? Quizzes makes a whole difference because it's fun. There is nothing that you can use as a tool of learning as fun as quizzes. Because quiz is a game. Quizzes are fun. Those who are part of it and those who are looking. See, suppose that the members of your class are doing a test or they're busy on some assignments. What does it has to do for us? It's boring to look at them doing the exams. It's even more boring to see them busy in the corner, busy with their some assignments, browsing on the computer. There is nothing for us, the onlookers. Whereas quizzes is so full of excitement. It's excitement for the participants where you're going to see them be right here or on the 4 dices. And they are full of excitement. Of course, anxiety as well. And for us, it's so full of excitement. We can see them moving on the scoreboard neck to neck. And we can see the pulsating, the vibration of the, of the heart of the teachers who are accompanying and the school, the school leaders there. Everybody closely watching, just like yesterday we had the, Karnataka State Assembly elections. People were closely monitoring what the results were. You have seen what the channel's been doing there, a live telecast of the counting of the votes and, the comments and commentaries of the experts and the TV channels. It was so much fun, so much excitement, so much uncertainty. Same thing is going to be happening here in this venue today. So quizzes, I would rather say, is the best tool or best form of educating yourself. It is fun, number one. Number two, it boosts your confidence. If somebody is lacking in confidence, some people, they're a little bit less confident, but when it comes to quizzes, they take the best out of them. They burn their heads. Sometimes, they start thinking and they come out with the answers. Sometimes, even ask them. It can be used as an icebreaker. If we start something, a session, let us say, or maybe let us say a meeting, or even a class, the first day of the school, why can't you begin with a quiz in the class? Because that's the best icebreaker. There are new students, there are students, who just grew up, got promoted from the other classes, and teacher and students should get kind of a linear understanding. But quiz is the best form of ice breaking. You get connected. And through quiz we get to know people. What is his interest? What is his area of expertise? What kind of a reader is he? So we get to know our classmates. We get to know even you can use it as an icebreaker. When it is boring, dull, there is nothing to do. See, monsoon is around the corner. It's going to pour down. Cats and dogs, and you have nothing to do at home. And mom and dad sitting there, and your siblings, you evolve in a quiz program around the dining table. So there is nothing as entertaining, as connecting, as quiz program even at home. So quiz is the best in that sense. Then quiz is an ongoing thing. We the grown-ups, we stopped studying for exams. Exams are boring. Tests are dull. But quizzes, it's the best. Why? Because even we are, the grown-ups, if you're interested in quiz, you will always be browsing. Whenever whatever comes to your hand, you will be reading. You will be noting down. You think, okay, it will come handy when a question is shot at me. So quizzes make you a permanent, continuous, learner. Nothing else works as effective as quizzes. So these are what I've been sharing with you, just a tip of the iceberg. There is a lot to say about quizzes. So today's, my young men and women, beautiful boys and girls of IAME, do your level best. Bring the best out of you. See, you've been recorded. You've been videographed. So this will be there in the archives. Today, you're only 14, 16, or maybe like 13 or less than that. The performance you're going to do, the performance you're going to, make here on the stage will be recorded. It's going to stay there as a lifelong memory. So looking forward to a big day. Wish you all the best and put on a big smile. While you are here, don't show that scary face. Losing, that's part of the game. Winning is nothing. So it goes. It's not about winning or losing. It's all about, being part of it. It's all about enjoying the day. So all the best. Once again, I close the presence of all the dignitaries here, everybody here gathered here. This is going to be a remarkable day in the academic history of IAME, Ideal Association for Minority Education. Thank you so much.